Guys, how you doing today? The Eagle is here. My name is Stephen Akinta. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. And today is a good day. Come on, talk to me, guys. Is today a good day? Are you excited about today? Like I am. I'm very much excited about today. And today's topic is something you're going to enjoy. I can assure you. As you're joining me, share this video, tell me your name and the city you're joining us from. Today's show, we're going to be looking at the money goals or money decisions you must make before 2021. Anybody who is serious about achieving success will know that, ladies and gentlemen, 2021 is here. COVID. Okay, that you are alive. I remember somebody was saying to me this morning. He said the one takeaway in 2020 is that at least we are alive. We didn't go with COVID. Okay, that is one takeaway, and I agree with the person. It's been so tough, really tough for a lot of people. Very tough for a lot of people. Really, it's been difficult, but God has been faithful. A living dog is better than a dead lion. Okay, a living dog is better than a dead lion. And I think that's one of the core things that you need to look back and say, Father, I thank you. Can some of you type it right now? Can everybody type, my Father, I thank you? I don't know about you, but I'm grateful that I'm alive to see the end of 2020. 2020 was crazy. A lot of people died, man. So you don't want to have that, entitlement mentality that, yeah, the year was bad. I agree it was bad. I agree that things were tough, but you are alive. A living dog is better than a dead lion. That you are alive, there's hope. There's hope. There's a lot more you can do in 2021 as long as you're alive. And that's the attitude really that you need to have. There was a president of Nigeria who died as a president. I mean, there are two of them. Abacha died as a president. But we have, Shehu Musa Yaradua, who died as president. I mean, you look at that man, he would have done anything to be alive, including that he loses the position of being the president. That man will have been grateful if he's no longer president, but he's alive. That's where that statement came from. A living dog is better than a dead lion, right? So it's better to be not to be the richest man in the world, but you're alive, than being dead and you have all the riches, because again, who's going to take all those money? So you have to show some gratitude. Again, if you are grateful, type, my Father, I'm grateful. Come on, everybody type it. Tell me your name, your city, and share this video at least 10 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Hit the share button. Get everybody in here. Tell them the Eagle is in the building. And we're looking at the money decisions you must make before the year 2021. Number one money decision. If you're ready, type, I'm ready. Come on. Everybody, remember, the Eagle likes you when you are active, you're giving energy. I love energy, guys. I love when there's energy, when you're engaging me. There's nothing more than that. Okay, so everybody type your name and the city you're joining and share. Number one, right? How much do you want to make in the year 2021? You must have your vision clearly spelled out. Many of you will just want to start 2021 again without a goal. How much is your goal? How much do you want to make? Here's my own goal. 20 billion naira. I must make it, in terms of my businesses, must make 20 billion naira. Okay? Between now and the year and the end of December 2021. I must make 20 billion naira in the year 2021. It's even written. And I do this every year. It's a yearly ritual. I write myself a check of the amount of money I want to make the next year. I write it to myself. Okay, if I don't make up to that amount, you can't come and beat me. You aren't gonna flog me, will you? I write this check to myself, to my companies, to say, these companies are going to do 20 billion naira, 2021. Okay, that is the attitude, right? That's the spirit. That's how you get wealthy. Start right now. You don't do it, in 2021. You write it in 2020. Write down your money goals in 2020. How much do you want to make? The biggest problem I see with people want to be rich is not even being able to put a figure to the amount of money they want to make. Some of us are even afraid to mention money. It's like we're scared to say, I want to make this exact amount of money. It's almost like we're scared. Like you feel somebody is going to beat you if you dare say, I want to make X amount of money. Come on. Oh yeah, everybody, I want you to type, how much do you want to make in 2021? Everybody type it right now. Come on, don't be afraid. Type it right now. How much do you want to make in the year 2021? Because many of us, we admire successful people, but we have not asked ourselves, what do successful people do? What do these people do? Right? What is their attitude? How do they think? How do they reason? Okay, you say somebody is richer than you. Rather than ask what are they doing, you begin to envy. You begin to argue. No, I don't think he has that kind of money. Where will he get that kind of money from? He's too young to have that kind of money. He can't have that kind of money. Okay, continue to be debating whether he has the money or not. Rather than say, I want to learn from this person. Okay, I want to pick up ideas. I want to pick up something. I want to ask questions. I want to learn. Right? What did this person do? What are their money rituals? When we say ritual, we're not talking of diabolical stuff. We're saying, what is the habits, money habits, because again, I'm dealing, a lot of Africans are here, and our minds are always somehow on things like this. So what are the money habits that rich people do? So somebody say he wants to make 10 million naira, another person say he wants to make 150, another person say he wants to make 100,000 pounds. Beautiful. So write it, you state it based on the city of the world that you live in. Be specific. How much do you want to make? I want you to type it here. Some of you say, I cannot type it on social media. I am afraid some witches in our village can see me typing that I want to make X amount of money. If it's too big for you to say, it will be too big for you to handle. Right? Stop being afraid of stating your dreams. I don't know why some of you just are so fearful. Some people cannot type how much they want to make in 2021 because of what somebody thinks, because of some mythical witch or wizard that is going to hold them from achieving it. Come on, listen to me. The universe listens to what you say. Let me tell you why. How many of you know one of the major reasons why people are poor? Poor people are always talking about lack of money. Go and check it. Poor people are always talking about lack all the time. And they don't know the universe listen to what you're saying. The way the universe is structured is to listen. I will say it again, Yoruba. Yoruba will say, Ape more ni lampe te mi dire. It means that it is with words that you call. In other words, you call and call till good things come your way. You call it your way. You call success your way. You call wealth your way. You speak wealth into existence. That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. I have said to myself, 20 billion naira in sales in 2021. Right? I believe strongly I can do more than 20 billion. I am too confident. But again, to put down my 20 billion to check, I've written myself a check already. 2021, 20 billion. Come to me. So write it down. If your own is even 5 million, write it. At least start by writing it. Write yourself a check. But it begins with at least putting a figure. Number 2, if you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready. As you're joining me, tell me your name and your city. Share this video 10 times. Okay? Many of you, if this is gossip, you will have shared it. If this is rubbish, you will have shared it. I don't know why when we share good things, we are, wary of sharing good things. please share this video at least 10 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp. At least click on the Facebook party icon and start inviting all your friends. Share, 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 and hit the share button and get everybody in here. Okay, everybody, I'm waiting. So, number one, okay, state how much you want to make in the year 2021. If you're ready, number two. Now, invest in knowledge. The kind of knowledge, listen, there's a knowledge, how do I say it now? There's a knowledge equity that you need to be able to access certain kind of money. There's a knowledge equity that you need for you to be able to access certain kind of wealth. So a lot of time I see people say, I want to have 100 million naira. Kids from Italy, thank you for joining us. God bless you. I hope you've shared this video 50 times. So you tell me that you have a vision, and your vision is to make, 100 million naira, for example. Okay, let's say 100,000 US dollars. Good, there's nothing bad with that. I then ask people, what is the level of information that you need to have that can help you to be able to acquire 100,000 US dollars? And I'm not talking of formal education. I'm talking about financial intelligence education. What is the knowledge equity required? You don't know. You don't even know. Okay? You don't even know. That's one level. When you not even have that $100,000, there's also another financial intelligence, what I call equity that you need to have. So it's another thing to have been able to make certain kind of money. It's another thing to have certain kind of knowledge to sustain and maintain that kind of money. And this is where people get it wrong. Because you now don't even know that the level of information you use to acquire a particular amount of money is different from the quality of information you need to have to sustain that kind of money. So two different things. So people then oftentimes go in a situation where it's like you go up today, you come down tomorrow, you go up today, you come down tomorrow when it comes to finances. I don't know if you're excited about this. If you're learning, type I'm learning. If you're excited, type I'm excited. Type I'm getting value. Come on, everybody, engage me here. Okay? Engage me here. I want to engage me big time. Okay? Engage me. So there is a level of knowledge. There's a knowledge gap. Financial intelligence now that you needed to have. So if you're saying I want to make $1 million in the year 2021, what is the knowledge I need to have that open me up to how to make $1 million? One of the ones that I've been educating people, go and sign up to the Stephen Akintayo University. Go and sign up. Okay, go and sign up to Stephen Akintayo University. There's a whole lot of that knowledge that is required. Go sign up to Stephen Akintayo University. Is going to go a long way in helping you. Okay, it's going to go a long way, but people ain't going to listen. Okay, people ain't going to listen. So you have to have a certain level of knowledge that will go a long way in helping you in being able to acquire certain level of information and being able to reach out and delivering some level of value. Okay? Does this make sense at all? If it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Okay? If it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Somebody say wants to make $1 billion. Well, again, if you have the quality of knowledge that can help you to make $1 billion, why not? But there's a knowledge gap. You need to have it. You need to have it. Are you ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, tap I'm ready for number 3. Number 3 is, and this is very important, invest in accountability partners for the kind of money that you want to make. The year I became a millionaire was the year I made up my mind, I want to surround myself with millionaires. I want to surround myself with millionaires. I vowed that year that I want to surround, because I felt that if most of my friends are millionaires, I'm not, I will gradually become uncomfortable. I will no longer be comfortable with being poor. How many of you agree with me, right? If all your friends are millionaires, how many of you agree with me that you will not be comfortable? Okay? How many of you agree? If you agree, type I agree. Somebody says I sign up with a UK card, and is my card details safe? Well, we're using a foreign company called Stripe, okay, to run the Stephen Akita University. Stripe is a foreign company, and they keep all your information. We don't keep your information at all. Our company doesn't keep your information. Also know that it's a monthly subscription program. What does that mean? It means automatically, every month that you continue to be in that program, Stripe will automatically debit you, right? So don't say somebody hack your account. Once you are in that program, you will be charged every month to continue to use it. Of course, if you don't want to use the service again, you can go and unsubscribe, okay, to the university. But once you continue to use it, they are going to be charging you. But yes, you can use any card, and we do not keep your information. Stephen Akita doesn't keep your card information. GTEx doesn't keep your card information. It's even an international. We're not even using a local company, right? If you're paying foreign, you're using an international payment company that stores your information. So that makes your money, your card details safe, okay? So let's go on with this. So number 3, you need accountability partners. So I want to ask you again. I have a very powerful question I want to ask everybody, and I want an answer. How many of you have in your friend list, among the 7 closest people to you, how many of you have one of them that is a millionaire in the country that you live in? Be honest, don't lie. You don't need to lie. I'm not going to beat you. I'm not watching you. Just be sincere and be honest with me. Among the people that you know, your closest partners and allies, okay, how many of them are 7 closest people that are with you and around you? Okay, 7 closest people around you. How many do you have at least one of them that is a millionaire in the currency you are? So if you're in the UK, the person is a millionaire in pounds. If you're in Dubai, the person is a millionaire in dirhams. If you are, of course, in Nigeria, the person is a millionaire in naira. If you are in the US, the person is a millionaire in dollars. Okay, if you have at least one out of the 7 closest people to you, can you type 1? If you have 2, can you type 2? If you have 3, can you type 3? Okay? Okay, come on, I need answer. Okay, somebody said none. Okay, if you don't have any, just type none. But right there, thank you for your honesty. I appreciate your honesty. Abolobo, thank you for your honesty. Right there, you already know where the problem is. Okay, right there, you know what your problem is, and you now know what you need to begin to work on. Because what does that mean? It means you now need to create millionaire accountability partners. If you're already a millionaire and you want to make tens of millions, how many of your friends make tens of millions? If you are already making tens of millions, how many of your friends makes hundreds of millions? If you're already making hundreds of millions, how many of your friends make billions? That's how you want to do it. Okay, now, right now, among the 7 closest people around my life, 7 closest people around Stephen Akintayo's life, 5 of them are billionaires, or they are managing, businesses that is worth billions. 5 out of 7. Okay, 5 out of 7, and I'm not kidding you. That's the kind of life, and it was intentional. I wasn't lucky. It wasn't that it happened by chance. I was intentional to say, of the 7 closest people to me, okay, I want to make sure that I have 5 of them who are billionaires, so that they can become my accountability partners, right? If they are telling me, hey, Stephen, let's go and play golf, I'm not going to say, golf club, how much do they join golf? they say it's 5 million to join the Ikoyi Golf Club. Say, 5 million. It is well. God is alive. You see the point? But do you know that even if they say that, and I don't even have up to 5 million to join, they're already challenging me. I don't know if you think this makes sense. They're already challenging me to say, hey, you need to be able to be rich enough that you can just be paying 5 million just to join a golf club. Right? Just to join a golf club. Right? Many of them will chat me up and say, hey, there's a university program that I'm running. And I say, how much is it? It's $10,000. It's just 3 months executive program. Oh, let's do it. Do you see the point now? That's the kind of people you want around you. Because the conversations they are making is not small boys conversation. And even if you are not there, you begin to get challenged to begin to walk your way towards that, where they are. So that's how you want to, it's not easy. It's never easy to build wealth. It's never easy to walk your way to the top. It's one of those tough things to do. But you can get there. You can get there. If you want to do it, you can do it. And it can happen. But you want to begin to force. Now, how many of you agree that your problem is that the quality of friends you have are your problem? If you agree, type I agree. Many poor people like to associate with poor people. It's called low self-esteem. You get comfortable when they start. Do you know I have never I'm yet to meet a billionaire that is a gossiper. I've met a few billionaires in my life. I'm yet to meet one that is a gossiper. That's what poor people do. They gossip. Did you hear? Mama Luku, her husband has divorced her. Hey, Nothing we will not see. Wonders in this world. Gossip, Do you also notice that poor people can watch movies till Jesus come? Right? Movies. They can tell you all the movies. By the way, I love movies. By the way, I do movie nights with my wife. Okay? But once a week, twice a week, I don't have all the time to watch all the movies in the world. So I'm not saying don't watch movies. But what you then see is that people spend 2 hours every day to watch movie. 4 hours every day to watch movie. 5 hours every day to watch movie. And you're saying you are poor. You're going to be poor for a long time. Wake up. Wake up. So there are habits that poor people have that keeps them poor. It's called habits. When you begin to deal with billionaires, you begin to get uncomfortable because they too have habits, and those habits are different. His habits of discussing ideas. His habit of discussing vision. Somebody said, rich people discuss ideas and vision. Poor people discuss people. Do you hear what happened? Did you hear what this one is doing? Do you hear this? Do you hear that? You want to change all that game. If it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense. Come on, guys. Are you getting value? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm excited. Okay? So, create accountability partners that are wealthy so that they challenge you to work towards wealth. They inspire you. I've always shared my story. One particular year, we moved to a new house and I invited some of my friends. The two of them control businesses that are already doing billions. And it was January of that year. And of course, what came to my mind was to discuss. I don't know if you agree that people are always poor every January. If you agree, type I agree. The conversation every January is how, people are poor, how the January is always difficult, how things are always tough in January. If you agree, type I agree. So, I wanted to start that conversation with them. We're in, my living room and we just had food. And so I wanted to start. Suddenly one of them said, good news. It was January. He said, good news. I said, okay, what happened? He said, guess what? I have received 2 alerts that can blow phones. He said, this year, we got 2 contracts into building. He said, we got 2 contracts. One is 4.5 billion. The other is 3.5 billion. And they have mobilized us. One mobilized with over 400 million. Another mobilized with almost 750 million. How many of you think I will still go ahead and discuss how January is tough? I swallowed that word. I just kept quiet. I said, we too. we are very hopeful. This January, some good things will happen. Because again, I couldn't go ahead and spoil that table to be discussing that January is tough. When somebody is telling me he's already getting billions in job, I mean, that already. Now, that's how you want to challenge yourself. People that when they are talking, the kind of things they are discussing challenges you to also think and talk positive. Rather than to start negative talk, how a mama teacher died, evil talks, how somebody died. I mean, I remember one day I had this woman, and all she kept discussing was negativity all the time. I had to block her on my phone. I don't like negative talks. It affects my ability to grow. I hate negative talks. Stop talking negative around me. It doesn't help. Learn to turn your tongue to positivity. You keep saying things are bad. Somebody died. Somebody died. Every day you call me. Somebody died. I hear cow. Something happened. I hear cow. I had to say, no, madam. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But you can't keep calling me every day and share bad news. It's called witchcraft. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep sharing bad news. And some of you, that's what you do. The people around you is only bad news they always call you for. And you keep entertaining it. Instead of them to give you good news. 1 year has happened. God has changed my story. Things are working. Do you know that was the last January, okay, that I had that was bad? Since that time, I make the best money in January. I make more money the January of every new year than I make the December of the previous year. I'm not kidding you. Because I had to say to myself, I must change my life like this, my friends. How come I'm the one always talking January is tough? Everybody else around me is saying January is good, that things are working for them. Obviously, what you did in December determines how your January will turn out. Many of you go on sabbatical in December, you waste money, buy things you don't need to impress people that don't care. Okay? Go on unnecessary expensive vacations, right? That you couldn't afford. Then you come back January, you claim you are broke, you hate everybody, but you are the one that you need to look at yourself. What did I do in December that will have made my January the best January? Come on, guys. Are you impacted? If you are happy, type I'm happy about today's class. If you're happy, type I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. So what are you doing in December, in November, to make your January the best January ever? Because if your January is going to be great, it begins with what? November, December. How you plan your November, December determines how your January is going to look like. Guys, come on, share this video 10 times. Invite everybody in here. Share. Okay? Get everybody in here. Share this video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Click on the Facebook party icon. Invite everybody. At least share this video 10 times. You need to build that culture of spreading good news. Some of you are saying, but spread good news. This is one of the ways you want to begin to sanitize your neighborhood. Copy this video. All those WhatsApp groups, they talk rubbish. Post it there. On your wall, post it there. Tell your friends, I only share good things now. I only share things about money. I only share things about prosperity. No more spreading bad news. I hear a lot of bad news, but I'm not going to pass on bad news to somebody else. No. It's witchcraft. Right? It's witchcraft. I want to spread good news. That's the attitude of rich people. If you are ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, everybody. You're ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Everybody, come on. Type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready. Number 4. Okay? Build character for the kind of money that you want to make in year 2021. Now, let me say this. There is a character of billionaires. We have a character DNA. We have a DNA. We have a behavioral pattern. Character. And part of it is a value consciousness character. Our character is to think of value. How can I add to the life of my neighbor? How can I be a blessing? How can I add something to this person's life? How can I make this person's life better? That's how we think, that's how we talk, that's how we do things. There's a character needed. You see, billionaires don't go about fighting dirty in public. Billionaires don't go about, gossiping about somebody else. Billionaires don't go about spreading bad news. Billionaires, there's a character, right? I see a lot of people have characters that cannot help them to become wealthy. I always say it, that this attitude you do, okay, will not help you to become wealthy. It won't. Oh, there's a character. There's a character. There's one of the characters is the character of transparency, right? I remember I had a business dealing with somebody, and the person said he wanted refund, and I said, well, based on the contract you signed with my company, right, 30% of what you paid is going to be taken, and also the balance will be spread. So we're not going to pay you the balance all at once. Of course, the person wasn't happy. He argued with me. I said, but I'm not going to lie to you that, yeah, we're going to pay you all the money when that is not what we're going to do. Our policy states this, and you had signed to it, or at least you agreed to it to do business with us. Now, that is character. Say the truth, no matter how difficult it is. Some of you run businesses. You can't do refund. You tell the person, I will do it. Don't worry, man. Am I worried, man? Okay, I will do it, man. I will do it, man. And you know you will not do it. Your yes has to be your yes, and your no has to be your no. Does it mean everybody will be happy with you? No, but you have to at least say it. I'm sorry, this is our policy. A lot of time when I do Facebook Live and we're doing shows, I always tell those who want to join most of my program, I don't do refund. Yes, somebody will say, you do say it on international TV. Yes, I say it. At least now he's aware. My policy, I don't do refund. Right? Did they begin to argue with me? I was just showing video. Okay, I've told you, I don't do refunds. Be transparent with people. Okay? Let them know. Let your yes be yes. Not that you deceive people to say, yeah, I'm going to pay you all your money back. And you know you will not. It's important. There's a character of billionaires. They are very straightforward. Some people think they are tough, they are hard, but it's just how life is supposed to be. That's how. It's better you tell me bad news and later give me good news than give me good news and give me bad news. It's better. I always tell those who work with us, I say, look, always manage customers' expectation. If you know you can deliver this project in 2 days, tell them it will take you 1 week. And still go ahead and work so hard and give them that project in 2 days. You have integrity that way. They will respect you that way. Than for them to put pressure on you, 1 week is too far. And say, hey, man, actually, I can do it in just 2 days, man. I will do it in 2 days. That's not right. Go ahead and tell them, I will take 1 week. They will tell you, it's too far. I say, man, I'm sorry, but it will take me 1 week. Then you go ahead and do everything you can to deliver that same project in what? In 2 days. They will respect you more. You have more honor. You have more integrity that way. But for you to go ahead and tell them 2 days, and then it's taking 1 week, then it's taking 2 weeks, it's taking 3 weeks. Now, it's difficult. Now, that kind of lifestyle is difficult. Many of my colleagues always tell me, sir, it's difficult to do that. It's difficult to look at people in the face and say, even when they are complaining that they want it in 2 days, to say, ma, we cannot do this but 1 week. I feel like since I know it's going to be 2 days, just tell them 2 days. Then they go ahead, you tell them 2 days, then something happened that's, incapacitate your ability. Even when you now do it in 4 days, you still lost credibility. Are you learning? If you are learning, type, I'm learning. Come on. If you are learning, type, I'm learning. Guys, talk to me. If you are learning, type, I'm learning. I remember somebody bought, what's it called? He bought a house from my company through me. So it was a 5-bedroom duplex. And he told me, how long is Stephen? And he paid every money at once. So how long will it take you to build this house? I said, it's going to take us between 3 to 12 months, 6 to 12 months, right? 12 months is what's going to take us to build your house. But guess what? The contractor had already told me they can do it in 3 months. But again, contractor told me he can do it in 3 months. What if the contractor fails? If I go ahead and tell my customer that don't worry, the house is going to be ready in 3 months. Don't worry, 3 months. Even if I deliver in 4 months, the person will still not be happy. Even if I deliver in 4 months. But if I tell the person we are going to deliver in 12 months, and then we deliver the key to him in 4 months or 6 months, I will be, in fact, he will hail me to the rooftop. He will talk about me to everybody. I say, that guy, oh, he's amazing. He will tell you 12 months, but don't worry, we'll do it less. That's how you want to build your reputation. If you are learning, type, I'm learning. And as you're joining, tell me your name, your city. Share this video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Share across all social media platforms. At least share this video 10 times. Get everybody in here. Tell them the eagle is teaching, is learning, and opening us up on money, okay, decisions before the year 2021. Make sure you work and go and study it. Characters of billionaires. Characters of billionaires. Study it. And start saying, I want to imbibe this character, and begin to work towards acting that way. Okay? The last character that I want you to imbibe before 2021, that is the last decision. Okay? Decide not to be afraid of failure. Work on being courageous and not to be afraid of failing. And begin to work on that courage from now. Many of us are struggling to build wealth because we are just afraid. Let me give you an example. Something happened, and I want to share this trend. How many of you know about cryptocurrency? If you know about cryptocurrency, type cryptocurrency. Come on, guys, talk to me. Now, if you know about cryptocurrency, type cryptocurrency. Now, somebody may have invested in cryptocurrency, let's say Bitcoin, and you lost money, right? You lost money. Let me tell you a pattern that I have noticed with Bitcoin. Every October ending, Bitcoin begins to crash. It begins to crash, right? It begins to crash. This is the first time since Bitcoin started that you, in recent times, that you're going to say Bitcoin is still appreciating in November. It's the first time. It's the first time. And I will tell you, those of you who are investing in Bitcoin, please, by the second week of December, at least withdraw most of your money. Because people withdraw money for Christmas and New Year. However, let me also warn you, because of COVID-19, this year may be the first year that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency may still be on the increase even on Christmas Day because of COVID-19. Because usually people withdraw money a lot December towards January for festivities. Now this is a year that may change because people are not even able to move around in the world like that because of COVID-19. There's still social distancing. In some countries have already started lockdown and things like that. So it might not happen. But it might still happen. But this is where I'm going. If because somebody has lost money before and decided to say, I would never do Bitcoin in my life before, I will never do cryptocurrency before again in my life. Imagine what is happening now. PayPal has accepted cryptocurrency. And suddenly, that has changed the game. And that's one of the reasons why the price of Bitcoin keeps going higher this tough season. So you have to be courageous because sometimes you may have lost in a particular business in a particular year, but the same business, you do it again and you succeed. So you might never know. So you need to build courage. You need to stop being afraid of failure. And that's why stop talking to friends. Stop talking about your failures to friends. Stop doing it. I don't do it. Because when you talk about your failures to friends, what happens is that they discourage you the more. Many of them say to you, I've always told you not to be doing those things. You won't hear what. You see what has happened? They put you in a state where you are more regretful, where you are more remorseful, where you are, feeling more like you made the wrong decision and you are full of regret. And who does regret help? Who does regret help? Who regret help? You don't help anybody now. So why put yourself in a position where you are with people who are going to mock you and say, you see, you made the wrong decision. So I don't even share about my failures with people. When I succeed and I reach out to them and say, good news, I just made it. That's what I do. I don't even share my failures with people. Because I believe the more I share, the more I'm discouraged. So I don't. But I share my successes so that I'm more encouraged to take risks. Okay? Exactly. Who regret help? Yeah, Malcolm, that's the truth. Who regret help? When you start sharing regrets with people, even those who will pity you at your back, they'll say, oh, okay, right? Yeah, no, correct. That's what you're going to do, like say, you know better than everybody else. See, now you don't fail. I remember sharing this article on my Instagram and on my Facebook of a couple that I know. And, you know, they had a very brutal separation. They are not even married yet. But brutal separation, it was all over social media. They were all over TV discussing about it. And I remember calling the guy. I said, this was a wrong move. You don't discuss the weakness of your spouse on social media. You don't do it. I know it sounds sensational. It sounds sweet. It sounds good. The thing looks as if you are winning when sometimes we take those kind of moves, right? But it's not in the long run to your advantage. Because people will always know that it takes two, right? It takes two wrong, it takes two wrong for something to go bad. Okay? Charles, you know I'm teaching. You can ask your question again once I'm done with the teaching. Okay, so I'm not able to answer you. Let me just wrap up with the teaching and you type the question again, I'll answer. So it takes two wrong for something to go bad. And it takes two right for something to go right. So ultimately, even when people side you, someone always say, well, you know, it's still stupid. That's why things went bad. So find a way to learn, okay, to not put out negativity out there. You don't need it. It's not to your advantage. You think it is, but it's not. It's not. It's not. Right? I did a real estate business. I lost 120 million. Nobody heard until I became a billionaire in real estate. It's intentional. Because if I had told people I lost 120 million, everybody will have gathered. Do pity party, but still insult me. So you hear what? We told you not to do this real estate. But it's the same real estate that I'm a billionaire now. So you might have lost money. Okay, but don't go and create pity party. Be courageous in 2021. Right? Be courageous. Find that courage in you. Courage to fail. In fact, somebody says the quickest way to success is to fail faster. I want you to write that down. Yeah, quotable quote by me. The quickest way to success is to fail faster. Because the earlier you fail, the earlier you figure it out. You figure out not to fail. Let me say that again. Okay? The earlier you fail, okay, the quicker you figure out how not to fail. So it is better to fail faster. It is wisdom to fail faster. So as to learn how not to fail. Just to learn how not to fail. Imagine me. I've done about 20 businesses before I started getting it right. And I failed in many of them. By failure, I mean I didn't make profit like that. I kept at it. I kept at it. I kept at it. I kept at it. Today, the story is getting better and better and better. The quickest way to succeed is to fail faster. Right? Because the quicker you fail, the earlier you learn how not to fail. If you have enjoyed today's class, type, I've enjoyed it, I've enjoyed it, I've enjoyed it. Everybody talk to me. If you have enjoyed today's class, can you type, I've enjoyed it, I've enjoyed it. How many of you have shared this video 10 times? I want to say thank you to you, and God will bless you and announce you to the world. For sharing this video 10 times, the Lord will bless and reward you, and thank you for doing that. I'm going to take questions now and wrap up in the next 5 minutes. So if you have questions, go ahead. Type your questions. Money decision to make before 2021. That is the topic we just finished. And I want you to please go watch this video over and over again. Go on YouTube. okay, and watch it also. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Stephen Akitayo TV. If you have not subscribed to the Stephen Akitayo University, go do that right now. Today is the last day for you to join Stephen Akitayo University for $1.47, and every other month you will be charged $47. From tomorrow, it's going to cost you $247 to join the Stephen Akitayo University. Okay? Every month, that's what you're going to be paying from tomorrow. So I advise you to quickly go take advantage of this right now and sign up to the Stephen Akitayo University early so that you are in that position to be able to learn a lot. Okay, everybody said they enjoyed today's class. I'm happy to know you guys enjoyed it. My joy, honestly, is always to be able to bring you information that has helped me to build wealth, and you building wealth is important. Okay, it's important that you build wealth. www.stephenakitayouniversity.com is the website to visit. www.stephenakitayouniversity.com. Okay, and you will be able to sign up for that. So yes, let me take questions. What are the questions you have? Please, who are the friends to move with? Somebody's asking, please, who are the friends to move with? I don't know why you're asking me that question. Did you join the class late? If you joined it late, I told you should be friends who have already attained the kind of financial success you want to achieve. I shared that earlier already. Right? That friends, for example, out of the 7 closest friends that I have, 5 of them are billionaires or are managing businesses worth billions. So even when I have challenges in my business, they are not discouraging me. They are rather telling me how to overcome that challenge. They are not telling me, you see, this is why you should not have done a business. Because they understand those same challenges. They've probably been through those challenges and can help me to come out of it. Okay? But if I'm not able to do that right thing, there's a problem. Charles says, when are you coming to England for a lecture? Well, I applied for what's it called? I applied for renewal of my UK visa. Okay, so it's taken a while for them to get it ready. I should have been in the UK for over 2 months now. My passport has been with them at the UK embassy. So I don't know why they are keeping, though it was due to my PA made a mistake. She thought she did priority, but she did regular. So I normally do priority. So usually in 2 weeks, my passport is out. I never could believe that if you do regular visa application, because I wasn't in a hurry to travel. So I did, I have told her to do priority, but she did regular anyway, but it's taking time. But once I get my passport, I should be out. I travel a lot. I've been visited several countries, even with COVID. So I should be in UK soon. But because of COVID restriction, even if I'm in the UK, I can't do lecture because there is COVID restriction. Azan Adama says, how you don't return after payment? Why? What if the need arise from your clients with good reasons? Well, I love that question, and I think that's also why we always give that information before the customer do business, so that if you know that there will be reasons why you may need your money back, you don't bother do the business. Now, I will tell you the reasons why. As a company that operates the kind of size of operations we do, all the total subsidiaries we have almost 300 staff. Now, we have salaries to pay, Mr. Adama, okay? And those salaries do not come from trees. It obviously comes from transactions that people have done with us. So if you come and you say you want your money back, we have already paid salary. Are we going to ask the staff to refund the salary we paid them so that we can refund you? Number 2, we are not a bank. We don't keep money. We do transaction with the money. So you give us money, we do transaction. For example, you buy land from GTEX, GTS has used that money to do fence in that estate. Okay, to start developing that estate. So we're not a bank. We don't just keep the money in the bank so that we're waiting the day you say you want your money back. We just give it back to you. We're not a bank. We're a business. We're a company. We do transaction. So if you just now say, oh, you know, I need my money back, it makes it difficult. That's why a lot of, even when you buy, you know, when you buy ticket, how many of you have bought ticket that is non-refundable? If you have, type I have. Have you bought non-refundable tickets before? If you have, type I have. That's the reason why. Have you done certain services where they will tell you no refund? That's the reason why. Okay, if you sign up for Netflix, you can't, you know, tell Netflix to refund your money, right? So if somebody say even the bank don't keep your money. Yeah, even the bank don't keep all your money. That is, they still keep a little, right? But, you know, a business is supposed to keep, you know, using that funds, do business with it. So then keeping it somewhere where you just wake up and say, hey, give me back my money, right? So we always say to people, if you know, you have reservations about that, then don't bother take that step so that you don't inconvenience us and we don't inconvenience you. But I think the best that anybody can do is to be transparent with you. In fact, it got so bad that now we put it on our receipt, we put it on our phone. In fact, in some of our companies, like our real estate firm, if you go to our Instagram, it's there, no refund. You know, you just have to put it everywhere so that you don't give it. You know, I didn't know you people, and you know, human beings have a way of trying to blackmail companies when things are, and you don't know that what you are even joking with is people's job. There are human beings like you who work in that company, who earn salaries in that company, who have children, who need to pay their children's school fees, who need to pay. So when you put a company in a position not to be able to pay their bills and their obligation to those they employ, and you don't know you are playing a part of that. So it's from the transactions and businesses that we do that we're able to pay salaries of people, right? And if you, and many of you, will be happy to go and hear on social media that Stephen Akita does not pay his staff, will you not come and begin to abuse me? Come on, guys, talk to me. How many of you? I remember years ago, we used to do refund. This is a true story. We used to do refund. You know, people who can buy property from us and say they want their money back and we refund. I remember one day, one of those same people who said he wanted refund, he's even a lawyer. He was disturbing me. I'm telling you true story. As soon as we made the first payment of his refund, do you know what this person said? I'm not kidding you, this is true story. You know what the person said? The person said, you know, Stephen, even if I am disturbing you to give me refund, how do you want to sustain your company by doing refund to everybody? How? I'm telling you true story. The person said to me, I said, but you are the one threatening me, you need refund. He said, even if I did it, you're a business. You're a business, you ain't gonna do that. Are we learning? If you are learning, type, I'm learning. Everybody, talk to me. If you are learning, type, I'm learning. Okay, so very, very important that you understand this whole dynamics and all of that. Please, it's important that you do and that you learn all these things. They are very, very key that you do. Malcolm said that's a very competent lawyer. Don't mind him, but he asked for refund because he too was a client who said he wanted refund, only to get the first tranche of his refund, and immediately said, are you okay? Even if I shakara you, you shouldn't have done a refund. I know you're a business and you aren't going to sustain your company that way, right? Your company is going to die, right? And people are going to lose jobs, okay? So I encourage you, if you're running business, put, you know, clauses and policies, but make sure it's up front. Make sure people know. But human beings are that way. Look at Stevacta University. Every of the write-up that I have done, I kept saying is a subscription program. They debit you every month. I don't know if you noticed that. If you notice, type I notice. Yet, you still see people say, they just debited my account. You know, and I'm like, it was a subscription program. Okay, it's a subscription program. Okay, it's a subscription program. But you see somebody, oh, they took my money. You know, it's a subscription program. So the system debits you automatically every month. Once you sign up to the university, you've accepted those terms. Okay? You know, somebody said, I didn't see that come in the university, but it was in the adverts. Go check all the adverts. It stated it. Every month you pay $147 to join and $47 every month. Even today I've said it again. You know, I did a broadcast today. I said it in the video. Okay, so once an advert has also said that, because these are some of the things you have to check. Okay, did you say it in your adverts? Now, if you didn't say it in your advert, then do you have a terms and condition? Because a lot of us, when we sign up to programs, we just click accept the terms. You need to read the terms, okay? But even if they don't put terms, once they've said it up front, so it's either they say it during the advert. If they don't say it in the advert, they need to say it. In this case of SA University, it was said in the advert, clearly stated in the advert, that it's a subscription model and you're charged every month. Okay, so sometimes we skip that. We're just after the fact that, you know, yes, let me just sign up. Yeah, but it's a monthly subscription. And I think there's value in it if you know how to navigate yourself around the SA University. We've even improved it. That's why we changed the URL now to stivactauniversity.com. So it's not very much user-friendly, and we'll keep improving. There are more content coming up that is going to, you know, help. And right now, if you're signing up to this Stivacta University, you know, even the terms are now very much clearer. So all of those things are being improved over time. But it's important to understand these things about businesses and about wealth creation. I've seen many people's business crumble overnight because of this conversation about refund. Okay, I've seen it crumble, and I've seen people who genuinely were running good business, legitimate businesses. They are staff they needed to pay, but people just threaten them, and then, you know, before you know, their business is over. And people, sometimes we don't even know that we're killing our own fellow businesses. I remember one day, at least I've done business internationally before, where there was no refund. I didn't kill them over it. I've done subscription things before where, you know, I was being debited. I had to request, they explained to me, and I keep quiet. But there's a way in Africa that we just always have this mindset. It's just a mental mindset that people are out to take advantage of us. It's not always that way. Somebody says, please, the SA University is for how long? I mean the duration of the program. The SA University is you have as many, over 1,000 programs there. So you can remain a member for life if you want. You can remain a member for 1 month and make sure you unsubscribe if you don't want to remain anymore. You can remain a member, you know, for 3 months, for 6 months, because there are different programs to run and you can't run them all in 1 month. And yet we keep adding more programs every month. And honestly, is worth the money you are paying. Many of you, okay, let me give you an example. How many of you spend more than $100 for your hair and for your makeup and for your looks every month? If you do that, type 1. If you don't do that, type 2. Okay? If you do that, type 1. If you don't do that, type 2. Again, how many of you are always spending at least $100 on making your hair? Those of you who are ladies, making your hair, your makeup kits, your lip gloss, your whatever. As a lady, you spend at least $100. Type 1. If you don't, type 2. Those of you who are guys, how many of you spend at least $100, okay, to barb your hair, to buy a shirt, to watch a movie, to take your girlfriend out on a date, right? Or your wife out on a date? If you do that, type 1. At least $100 in a month, right? I mean, I do more than $100 in a month to take my wife out on a date, to have my hair cut, right? So a lot of people even spend more than that. So now, those are mundane things. Those things can never add value to you. You go watch a movie, that's over. It doesn't help you to become wealthy. You go make your hair, it's over. It doesn't help you to become wealthy. You do makeup, it's over. It doesn't help you to become wealthy. But guess what? You belong to a university where you are learning how to build wealth. You are learning business opportunities you can do. That is going to change your life. There's no way you are in that university for 1 year and you remain the same. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't remain the same. So many of us spend more on our phone than we do on our brain. And then you are wondering why you are poor. The answer is obvious. You spend more on your phone than you do on your brain. I'm currently running a course. Okay, it costs me $5,000. And the course is less than 3 months course. Less than 3 months course. And it's costing me $5,000. Now, you are angry to pay $47 every month, that in 3 months, that is still less than $200. And you think you and I can think at the same level? You think you and I can have the same kind of money? And then you come, Mr. Stevie is my mentor, I want to be like him. How do you become like me? Is it not by thinking the way I think, eating the way I think, reason the way I reason, read the books I read? I remember a man who is very successful. Somebody walked up to him. He was a pastor. I said, sir, I want to be like you. And the man looked at him and said, all the problem I've ever faced in my life, may you face the same problem. The man said, God forbid, God forbid. You know, do you hate me? Why are you cursing me? He said, it's not a curse. Those things I went through is what made me who I am today. So if you want to also be like me, you have to be willing to pass through the things that I passed through. So for you to want to be as wealthy as Stephen Akintayo, but you don't want to spend money on improving your mind like Stephen Akintayo, it's just obvious that you're daydreaming. You're just living in fantasy and illusion, and it can't happen. There is no year I don't spend $100,000 on improving myself. Either I'm traveling to meet mentors, or I'm traveling for conferences, or I'm running a program that can add value to the way I think, to my leadership capacity. There's no year I don't do that. I'm not kidding you. These are true stories. No year. So if I spend that much on myself, you want to be like me. And I say, okay, all these things I know, you will just be paying $247. Then I even say, okay, you know what? For this first set of people, let them just be paying $47. And then you're, hey, yeah. In fact, you need to see how some people say, they fraudulently debited me 2,400 naira. I'd be like, are you kidding me? You went to a website, you signed up to the website. The website charged you money. Hey, God will have mercy. God will, it is well. But bottom line, you need to, oh Lord, God help Africans. Somebody says something. It says, if you want to hide a thing from a black man, put it in a book. He's not going to read it. Right? If you want to, just tell a black man to pay money to read something. Right? He's not going to do it. Forget that one. Yeah, you can unsubscribe whenever you're ready to unsubscribe. Why not? You can unsubscribe at any time that you want. The platform allows you to unsubscribe at any time that you want to unsubscribe. Somebody says even Harvard charges more than that. Of course. I mean, and when you go through Harvard class, I've been to several Harvard programs. After the Harvard program, you ain't going to get a job because of that. Okay? Do you know that to do your MBA in Harvard, you spend more than $150,000 US? To do an MBA in Harvard, you spend more than $150,000 US. And it doesn't guarantee you're going to be rich. I was shocked the day I met a former Harvard staff. Okay? Of course, I was in Oxford, that's Cambridge. Okay, that's Massachusetts, where Harvard University is situated. So I went to Harvard Business School and I took an Uber to my hotel. And voila, the person, driving me in that Uber happened to be a former, staff of Harvard University, and she retired. So we got talking. I said, really? I said, that means you must have your master's. She said, yeah. I said, you're driving Uber? She said, yeah, I have no choice. That all our gratuity and all of those things were peanuts, and she has to still be able to take care of the family. Yeah, and this is a woman who has masters, I think multiple masters in Harvard University, yet was driving Uber. You heard me, Uber. Right? She was even saying she had to do it in Harvard because it was a lot cheaper doing those things in Harvard. Right? So it was a lot cheaper. So I said, fine, that's okay. That's okay. Charles says, for $7 is not much. I have not been to Harvard, and I looked 3 days management cost, and it's cost $9,000. Yeah, they have 3-day management cost for $9,000. 3-day management cost. And that doesn't necessarily guarantee that they are going to promote you when you get to work. Okay, so we need to wake up and begin to invest in ourselves. These are the ways we can change things for ourselves. I love you all. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you keep sharing this video. You learn and change your life forever. God bless you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. I've pinned the website, www.stephenakitayo.com and www.stephenakitayouniversity.com. That's how to sign up. www.stephenakitayouniversity.com. That's how to sign up. Love you and God bless you.